Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, you just keep going in circles? The desert is exactly like that, a place of uncertainty, where the horizon disappears in the dust and danger hides in the shadows of the night. But, for those who walk with God, the desert isn't a maze with no way out. It's a hallway of miracles. The truth you need to guide your steps today is written in Proverbs 3:23. Then you will walk on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. Often, what stops our journey isn't a lack of strength, but the fear of taking the next step. We're afraid of going the wrong way, of falling into traps, or of being swallowed by the darkness of our problems. But the Bible teaches us a freeing truth. A wise person's safety doesn't come from a lack of danger, but from the constant presence of the guide. Look at what happened to the people of Israel when they left Egypt. They didn't have a map, they didn't have GPS, and they didn't know the land. But they had something infinitely better. In Exodus 13, we read that the Lord went before them, by day in a pillar of cloud to guide them, and by night in a pillar of fire to light their way. Imagine the scene. The scorching desert sun could have made them give up, but the cloud was their comfort. The freezing darkness of the night could have terrified them, but the fire was warmth and light. God doesn't just point the way, He becomes the environment you walk in. The wisdom of Proverbs is only possible because the God of Exodus is still alive. You don't stumble when your eyes are fixed on the light that goes ahead, and not on the obstacles at your feet. The safe path doesn't mean a path without rocks, but a path where you know exactly where to step. Understand the secret of this walk. In the moments of greatest pressure and heat in your life, God sends the shadow of His grace so you won't be burned by worry. And in moments of doubt and emotional darkness, He lights up His word so you don't lose your way. Stumbling almost always happens because of a timing mistake. When we try to run ahead of the pillar of fire, or when we decide to stop while the cloud is still moving forward. True safety is in respecting God's timing. Maybe today you feel exactly like you're in that desert. You look around and all you see is dust and uncertainty. You want to despair, but the invitation from heaven today is for you to simply trust in the guidance. Before you make that difficult decision or give in to fear of the future, remember, He who took you out of Egypt will not abandon you in the sand. If He promised that you would walk confidently, it's because the pillar of fire is already in place. Your foot will not stumble, because the ground you walk on is held up by the faithfulness of someone who never takes the wrong path. I'm so grateful you walked with me through this thought. If this message brought clarity to your desert, please like it, and more importantly, share it with that person who just came to your mind and feels lost. This gesture could be the light they needed for their next step, because the God who guided Israel with fire and cloud is the same one who strengthens your steps today, understanding that you never walk alone. That's the greatest wisdom there is. See you in the next video.